Hi everyone, I'm Shona, the CTO of Deacon.
And I'm Elif. I'm a consultant at Deacon Consulting and I have a legal background.
And today we're going to share with you some tips on how to maximise the value and minimise the risks of your IT contract renewals. And we've worked together a lot over the past year helping our clients do exactly that.
Exactly. With IT budgets under pressure and risks rising, it's really important that we don't see contract renewals just as a simple admin task.
So first up is to check the usage of your software. Often there could be a massive disconnect between the licenses that you're contracted for and how many you're actually using. And on a last deal that we did with a client, they managed to save 5 times our fee just on doing that for 2 contracts.
And most software applications actually have an admin portal where you can check your usage data. And by doing this and also considering your upcoming plans, you can see if you'd need to increase your licenses in the future or reduce them. And in the case that you want to increase them in the future, you might want to consider paying upfront, which can actually save a lot of money. And if you want to reduce your licenses, you might want to consider switching to a monthly license structure.
The second tip is don't just let your contracts renew year after year on the same terms and conditions. Do you want to talk a little bit more about what we've seen recently and the impact?
Of course. In a recent project we worked on, we've seen that our client had contracts that were drafted many years ago, which means that they're actually not compliant anymore. And a simple example of this is actually contracts that were drafted before Brexit. So most often they're not really compliant with the data protection regulations, which means they're exposed to risk. And this is even more important when it comes to sector-specific requirements. This actually gives us quite a good segue into our next tip, which is to start early. Because starting early will give you enough time to do some benchmarking and think about alternatives and also anything that you would like to negotiate on.
Yeah, so suppliers will expect you to negotiate on the price. Don't just accept the first price that you're given. And the more time that you can give, the more you can do a couple of important things, which is one, to try and align the time that you negotiate with the vendor's end of financial year or end of quarter. You're more likely to get a better deal then. And secondly, it gives you time to give a sense of jeopardy to the supplier that you might actually go off of their software and onto a competitor's. If you leave the negotiations until the 11th hour, they're going to know that you cannot get off them in time and that you'll have to renew. So starting early will just give you so much more power when it comes to the negotiations.
And these might sound like really obvious tips, but if you actually follow these steps, then you can make sure that you get a better value out of your contract and also stronger partnerships in the future.
Cool. Well, that's it for today, but do keep following us for more tips on how to develop the best IT strategies and conduct the best IT procurement exercises.